how to be a financially independent woman. This video is for the females out there. Financial independence not only provides you with freedom and security, but it helps you to be able to pursue your dreams and not have to rely on someone else for money. In today's video, I'm walking you through the steps on how to be a financially independent woman. I am Tiffany Thomas, your wealth mentor. I achieved financial freedom in my 30s and became a millionaire at 40. I'm here to help you do that even earlier and easier. So let's dive right in. All right, if you are tired of relying on someone else for financial security, or you just know that you don't want to settle for anything less than financial independence, this video is for you. Let's walk through the steps on how to be a financially independent woman. Being a financially independent woman is more than just making a lot of money. It's also about taking charge of your financial life, making informed decisions, and building a solid foundation for your future. The very first thing that we want to do is to know our own self-worth and set our financial goals. If we can realize that we have a high self-worth, which we all do, then we are going to be able to set financial goals that we really want to achieve. We want to decide what it means to us to become financially independent. It may be a number, but it's also the lifestyle that we want to be living. Having this vision of what we want is going to help us set a clear financial goal. And living your desired lifestyle could look very different from someone else's. For example, maybe you love traveling and you want to be traveling internationally every single month. Or maybe you don't really like traveling, but you just want to live near the beach. Or maybe you really like camping, so you want to live in the mountains or close to some trails. It's going to look different for everyone, so pick what you want your life to look like and start setting some financial goals. And realize that you can have anything that you desire. I talk to a lot of different women, and it seems like they don't really feel like they can have their dreams that they really desire. They tend to hold back and think, oh, well, if I have XYZ, then maybe I don't need this other thing. But honestly, figure out what it is you want and go after it. If you want to be that financially independent woman, then go after that. Decide what it looks like for you, how much money you're going to need, and set that goal and realize that you can achieve it. You can have it. All right, the next thing, step number 2 that we want to do to become a financially independent woman is to educate ourselves about personal finance. We are not going to become financially independent if we don't know anything about personal finance, if we don't know how to handle our own finances. Financial literacy is a crucial step to becoming financially independent. We want to take time to learn how to set up our spending plan, to actually look at our numbers, see how much is coming in, see how much is going out, and adjust accordingly. Decide what it is we want to work toward and spend our money in those areas that are going to get us closer to our financial goals. Financially independent women know what they are spending their money on. They are conscious spenders, and they know how to make their money work for them. And it all begins with financial literacy. The more we know about personal finance and our own finances, then the better off we are going to be, the more financial prosperity that we can create for ourselves. I've seen this in my own life. I do keep a budget or a spending plan. And the way I like to do this is with a free app. It's called Empower. You can hook all of your financial accounts to Empower, like your credit cards, your checking, your savings, your mortgage, all the things. And you can see your full financial picture in one place. I also like using Empower with a Google Sheet just so that I can see all of my data, which I update once a month. So figure out what's going to work for you. And if you do want to try out Empower, I have a referral link I will leave below in the description. You can click on that and set up a free account with Empower. The more that we look at our money, then the more aware of our money, of our finances we will be. And that way we can make improvements along the way. The fourth fourth thing that we want to do is to build up our own career and negotiate our worth, or know our worth. And a career doesn't have to be a 9-to-5 job. It can be our own business. So we want to pick what is going to work best for us, if that is working for someone else or if it is working for ourselves. And then also realize that we need to charge what we are worth. We have a lot of experience, a lot of skills, and we should be paid accordingly. I feel like a lot of women undercharge for their services. So make sure that you are offering something great, that you do have the skills and the knowledge, and that you are getting paid what you feel like you should be getting paid for the service or the products that you are providing. It doesn't do anyone any good if we are undervaluing ourselves, because we can feel that when we do that, and the person that we are providing the service or product to can also feel that. So we want to make sure that we really know our worth and we are getting paid accordingly. And then the fifth item to become a financially independent woman is to save and invest our money. The only way to become financially independent is to invest enough money to live our desired lifestyle. And that way we are not trading time for dollars. We can spend our time on what we want to, whether that is still working or doing our own business or a side hustle or a part-time job. But we get to choose because we've invested our money. It's working for us, and we don't have to work for the money. And building wealth does start with saving first. We want to have our emergency fund set up, and we want to keep that in a high yield savings account. I like using Ally. They currently offer 4% on their savings account, which is pretty good. And then we also want to invest our money. We don't want to just save all of our money. That is not going to help us become financially independent. We can't just withdraw money from our savings and expect it to last for the rest of our life. And I personally like investing in real estate and the stock market. And I invest in real estate. I do buy and hold real estate investment properties. And then with stock market investing, I also do buy and hold investments within the stock market. And if you are looking to get started in the stock market, I have a free masterclass. I will leave a link below in the description. You can click on that and see how I can help you invest in the stock market. But nonetheless, whatever way you choose to invest your money, you want to get started and continue to invest your money over time. That way you can reach financial independence. And then item number 6 on how to become a financially independent woman is to manage our debt properly. Debt can be a huge obstacle for achieving financial independence. If we are continuing to have to pay off high interest debt, then we are not going to be able to invest our money and make it work for us. We will just be focused on paying off the debt. So we want to make sure that we are handling debt properly and wisely. If we have a lot of high interest debt, we want to make a list of all of our debts and see what the interest rate is on all of those debts and decide how we want to pay that debt off so that we can invest our money and make it work for us. And if you need more help in paying off debt, I have another video. I'll leave a link above. And then number 7 on how to become a financially independent woman is to create multiple income streams. And I'm not saying you have to start out with 7 income streams. If we just have one income stream, that's fine for now. We want to see how we can increase that income stream. So if we are running our own business, we want to see, all right, how can I get more clients? Or do I need to raise my rates? What is it that I need to do in order to increase my income for my business? And then once we've focused on that, we can definitely start investing our money and create another source of income that way. We need at least 2 sources. I know a lot of people say they have 7 income sources, and while I have a few different income sources, we don't need all of those income sources. Of course, we need to invest our money because that is what we are going to live off of when we are retired or financially free. But you can definitely think of different ways to increase your income, to create different sources of income. But we don't want to get sidetracked by creating so many different sources that we aren't really focusing in on one source, that we could have so much more income from that one source than if we started 5 other sources that were just a small amount. So just make sure that you have your priorities in place when you are trying to create multiple sources of income. And just to give you a few different ideas on sources of income, and these aren't all completely passive, but they are semi-passive. For example, you could do a course or you could have a book. I did launch my book just a little bit ago. You will be financially free, so you can check that out. I'll leave a link in the comments below. But you can definitely write your own book and sell that, because once it's written, you would just need to promote your book so that people would buy it. And then of course the stock market investments, which are completely passive. And then I have my real estate investments, which are semi-passive. And then also doing these YouTube videos. Yes, this does take work, but I do make ad revenue from creating these videos. And then I also have affiliate links. So I make some money from affiliate links as well. All right, and then item number 8 on how to become a financially independent woman is to surround yourself with people that are going to support you in this endeavor. It makes a really big difference, especially for women, to have support, to have that network, to have other people that believe in you and that have similar goals as you, so that you can talk to one another and set even more goals or just realize your self-worth. I know this has made a difference for me. I have a small group of girls. We get together every once in a while and we talk about investing because we all really like investing. And then I have some other friends that are really supportive of my business. And I also have a mastermind partner, and we check in with each other every single week. So I just have these support areas, and it helps me to continue to move forward and achieve my goals. And even if you don't have people in person, there are a number of online groups that you can join. Or even if you have an online mentor, that works as well. We just want to surround ourselves with people that are going to help us achieve our goals rather than tear us down. And I just want to say that if you really do want to become a financially independent woman, that you can do it. You can follow these steps and become financially independent so that you don't have to rely on someone else for money. You don't have to stay stuck in a relationship that you don't want to be in. You don't have to listen to naysayers that tell you you'll never be financially independent or you'll never just build the wealth that you want to. I know it's possible. I did it for myself, and I love being able to help others do that as well. So comment below and tell me if you are going to become a financially independent woman. And if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and share it with someone else who would like to hear this information, and hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit the little bell to get notified on when I post new videos. And if you want to see even more amazing content from me, make sure and check out the videos on the side of the screen. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.